Yo, everybody, you know what time it is. This is the DFX. My name is Daryl Ford. What a pleasure it is to be with you. But right now, I want to turn you on to my friend, Dr. Stan Harris. We call him Dr. Breakthrough, with some health and wellness news that'll change your life. Dr. Breakthrough, let's go.
Hey, well, thank you, Daryl. Appreciate this with the Daryl Ford Experience. Well, hey, my friend, we've got a time here. This is Dr. Stan Harris, a.k.a. Dr. Breakthrough. I always give a disclaimer. As Dr. Breakthrough, I can't provide the breakthrough. I just prescribe the breakthrough. But when people follow the prescription, God provides it. And if you'd like to get healthier, wealthier, or wiser, I've got two gentlemen today that are going to really help you out, Dr. Ryan Goodkin and also Mr. Brian Roberts. So we're going to start first with Mr. Brian Roberts. I just want him to give a testimonial. And then Mr. Ryan Goodkin is a guy who's dedicated his life to empowering people. He formulates products that I take that have changed my life. Get this now, that have empowered me. I'm talking about, and if you look like me, my friend, about 98% of us are low on this right here. And if you do a lot of physical stuff like I do, you're going to need to get some pain relief. But anyway, Brian Roberts, executive producer of the movie Remember Me, the Mahalia Jackson story. I love that. My wife and I watched that on Hulu. You ought to do the same. Brian, I know you pay a lot of money in taxes every month, so you didn't join us to make money. Why did you get started with this membership? I call it the only membership that not just saves you money, but makes you money.
Well, Dr. Breakthrough, I appreciate you, and thank you, Dr. Ryan, for being here. But just to be honest with you, Doc, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars over the years. I mean, thousands. And being in acting and singing and all this stuff, you know, I'm 51 years old. I got to stay up on my health. I got to be ready to go. And I've never seen organics for this amount of money. It's almost impossible. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I could take you over and show you my cabinet, and it's full of products. It's got every product you could possibly name to man. And to be able to purchase so many products for, I mean, pennies on the dollar by comparison has really just blown my mind. I really wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is, but I'm thankful that it is as good as it is. And I'm also thankful that it's leveled the playing field so everyone can afford it. That's what's amazing to me. I might have a Porsche outside, but guess what? You can have a Toyota Camry outside and you're going to get the exact same benefits that I get. That's what I love about it.
Wow. Now, I know you've dropped weight also, and you keep looking younger, man. So congratulations to you. And
Thank you.
Again, and that movie of yours, 61 nominations, 38 awards. So congratulations to you and your wife.
She's at the Dove Awards right now. She's in Nashville as we speak.
Awesome.
So thank you.
Wow. Well, hey, Dr. Ryan Goodkin is the guy who formulated these products that I take. I'm going to show y'all a quick video. I want you to understand next month I'll be 63 years wise, not old, wise. Come on now. And so let's see if, let me know if you guys could hear that. Okay, did you hear that all right? Okay, here we go. So everybody was like, man, what do you take? What are you on? I tell you what I'm on. I'm on some, first of all, for inflammation, I take this, man. I love this, love this, love this. Oh, you got yours too? And you know, you got to have your magnesium, right? But you don't just want to be taking products. You want to get them at the best price and the vitamin D and so forth. So I'm going to have the man who actually formulated these products, Dr. Ryan Goodkin. He's going to come up in just a minute. We're going to ask him a few questions. Dr. Ryan Goodkin, man, I tell you, tell us a little bit about your background. I know you were in pharmacy, and now you kind of switched to help people with their health. Dr. Goodkin, thank you for joining us today, sir.
Dr. Stan, my pleasure. Brian, amazing. I didn't know where you're going with it, but man, that resonated. That short little message resonated with me big time, because I came from, my background is in pharmacy. It is as a pharmacist. It is in the sick care model, and I was trained evidence-based, and I worked at a chain retail. I opened my own pharmacies, and guess what I encountered every single time was just being reactive to our healthcare. Reactive, reactive, reactive. And not only is reactive disappointing for us as people and just living a good life, but it's also extremely costly. It costs a ton of money. It costs the system a ton of money. It's unsustainable. Our GDP it's about 20% of our GDP is spent on healthcare dollars, over $4 trillion a year. 30% of it's in a hospital, 10% of it's in pharmaceuticals. Guys, the numbers are tremendous. It's unbelievable how expensive our sick care, reactive healthcare model actually is. So I left it. I said, I'm disenchanted. I'm out of here. I went and found a healthy living clinic, a proactive clinic. I started a clinic. I was involved in that. And guess what I was doing? I was using supplementation. I was getting blood levels. I was working with a partner who's an MD, and we were getting blood levels. We were prescribing dietary supplements. And I saw the needle move. I got to watch the needle move. People were feeling good and feeling great, but they were spending, just like you said, Brian, a ton of money. You should hear what Lisa says. I mean, I think for our household, we were up to almost $500 a month in supplements. So we're like, okay. Then I met Ben at the gym, our CEO, our fearless leader at the gym. Didn't know anything about him. And we just got to know each other a little bit better. And he realized my passion for supplements. He comes from the background of network marketing. We joined forces between Nodder, Lisa, myself, and Ben. That's where we're at now with LiveGood. And I'm just extremely proud to hear about people like Brian realizing the value. This was what we wanted the most out of this thing, was a value. People to have a value in their supplementation and to get actually results. If you look at the products, look at the things we're using, what we're doing, what we're talking about, and we're really trying to help with education. We're trying to promote education and saying that, look, there's balance and harmony in everything we do. This supplementation, it's amazing, it's needed, I agree, no doubt about it, but it's not the end all be all. We've got to incorporate other healthy living habits into our lifestyle, our daily routine. And that's why people like Lisa, she's right here. So Dr. Stan, let me let her say hello if that's cool.
Yes. Hey, we got to have some woman power up in here. That's the real. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Dr. Stan. How's it going?
Oh, excellent. Thank you. We're here on the Daryl Ford Experience. A lot of folks are watching you on television. You and your husband, thank you for your dedication, by the way, to health all these years. And we're down here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. I had to just let everybody see this background. And I got my steps in early this morning, my exercise. Come on now, and taking my product. So, Lisa, I love what you and your husband are doing, but share with our audience. I know I watched a video of yours the other day about your immune system. And unfortunately, a couple of years ago, I was down with COVID. They said I was going to die, but I believed other words. My wife prayed, some folks prayed, and we were able to overcome that after 11 days in the hospital, 5 days of ICU and so forth. But that made me say, you know what? It doesn't matter how strong a person is. If your immune system is weakened, then you're going down. So help us understand a little bit about our health, and especially for the women. Here's what I found out. Women are usually more into their health. It's us men that we're like kind of stubborn, right? So, but anyway, give us some tidbits, teach us some things. God bless you.
Well, a lot of like what we said on our call is just about doing this year round, right? We can't just push the supplements and push the health when risk comes near. So we need to make sure we're taking our supplements every day.
Okay.
Why do we take our supplements every day? Because our diet isn't what it used to be. We're not getting nutrients that we used to get. So even if you think you're doing what you can and you're eating a well-balanced diet, which is still extremely important, with the fruits and vegetables, try to source organic, where you can, the lean cut meats, the healthy fats. All that is wonderful and necessary, but again, we're not getting all the same nutrients that we were once getting from our food. So that's why we need to take supplements. These are supplements to supplement a healthy diet. And in combination with that, you've got to move your body, right? You've got to exercise. You got to get your steps in, just like you did this morning. This has to be something every single day, not just a couple times a week where we tap into it. You've got to move your body on a regular basis. You have to get adequate sleep. That is where your body repairs and recovers and restores yourself. So if you're not getting enough sleep, that is going to weaken your immune system tremendously. And then balancing, stress. Of course, we are all filled with stress. So it's a lot of the same nutrition. It's just being more creative about it when it comes to your children, and trying the best you can to avoid those packaged foods that are full of all the junk and the dyes and the artificial ingredients. And then always, again, exercise. You've got to get your kids moving. So it's easiest to get them involved in sports. But if not, get them moving outside with you. Go on bike rides, go on walks together. We work out usually at home on the weekends, and we try to incorporate the kids in it as well. And we do also give our kids nutritional supplements. LiveGood is working on some children's products, especially our organic multivitamin gummy coming out. So it's just same importance of everything that I just went through. Adequate sleep. I mean, our kids need to sleep enough hours. So you got to time, what time you
Yeah,
got to really hit home on that bedtime.
Wait. I love the sleep patch. My wife was having problems sleeping. No longer. That sleep patch is off the hook. So I love the sleep patch. I love the energy patch. I love everything you guys do. Go ahead.
Awesome. I'm so glad it's working for you and your wife.
Yes. I have every single product. I think Brian started off with the everything pack as well, right? And other companies we've been part of, Dr. Ryan and Lisa, that would be $1,000 to $1,500. I mean, how do you guys get such quality? Here's what I'm finding out. People are like, wait a minute, for the price to be so low, the quality can't be that good. How do you address that?
You don't have to, actually. The manufacturing costs are what they are. And when you're creative and you look at things through the lens that I'm looking at, I won't settle for anything less than the best quality. But we don't have this expensive back office, Dr. Stan. You don't see us sitting in some fancy office space. We're all involved in the company. We all wear many hats. It's just we do what we can as much as we possibly can as the partners and the owner of the business. I mean, that's key to keeping costs down. That's our goal. It's keeping costs down so we can pass on those things to the consumer.
Right. I mean, it's the same quality ingredients that go into higher priced supplements, but we have a completely different model where we are choosing to not increase the prices 100 to 500%. And again, like Ryan was saying, that's also, you take that money and you have to pay a lot of employees and you have to pay for a lot of your overhead. And that's where we cut our costs. We have our core team of Ryan and I, as well as Ben and daughter, and we work from home. We have a warehouse. We don't have an office. There's nothing fancy about LiveGood. So we're able to make these prices the way they are, knowing that we don't have to take that money to pay out.
Wow. So, I always say to people, there's some memberships like a Netflix where you pay a little money or you pay some money. That's it. Like it stops there, right? But then there's other memberships like Costco's and Sam's Club, things like that, where you pay some money, but then you save some money. I've only found one membership that you just pay a little bit of money, you save a whole lot of money, and you can make a little bit or make a whole lot of money. I have never seen any. I mean, I tell people this is the breakthrough you've been looking for. So folks, if you're wanting to get healthier, wealthier, or wiser, because every Monday, Dr. Ryan and Lisa, they teach. By the way, Lisa gives out her email. Any question you have about the products, she'll answer that question, my friend. I would say for the little bit to get started, which is only $49.99, unless you do like Brian and I did, and just pay for the whole year and you're taken care of, right? Whoever heard of a $10 a month membership to get such great benefits, but membership has its privileges. I would pay the money just to hear Dr. Ryan, you and your lovely wife, Lisa, the things you teach on Monday, right? I mean, I'm a few credits away from a doctor of naturopath. I got a couple of the doctor's degree, but I'm saying, but the information you teach and the way you make it so simple, that is powerful information. That's why I always ask people this question. Would you like to get healthier, wealthier, wiser, or all three? They usually say all three. I'm like, would you like to get all three sooner or later? They say sooner. I'm like, well, how soon is soon to you? And they say right now. Some people say yesterday. Okay, well, folks, you got to go to lovegoodhealth.com, lovegoodhealth.com. Dr. Ryan, when they get to lovegoodhealth.com, there's a little 5.5-minute video, and then we're going to want them to watch that, put their information in, and they get to take the free tour, almost like a open house. But they're going to get access. Now, these are gluten-free, certified organic. You even got a certificate of analysis where the people can see third-party validation. So I just want you two both to talk about that, because that's very important to some people.
No, organics do matter, right? It's what we were using. It's what we've come to expect out of our supplements, because we know how, and I don't want to say unregulated the industry is, because it is regulated. It's just that there's a lot of latitude for these companies to sort of just do what they want, and there's a lot of abuse in the system. So that when you are talking about dietary supplements, it's very, very important that we're choosing ones that have the testing, the independent testing, that you know what the brand is all about, you know who's behind the formulating, and as well as the additional testing on our organics for metals, and pesticides and glyphosate. I mean, so these are all important variables for sure when you're looking at a dietary supplement company.
Oh, yes. And folks, by the way, you can email Lisa, Lisa, Lisa at livegood.com. If you have any questions about the product, Lisa at livegood.com. And again, you're listening to the guy who actually formulates it. And I love what the CEO, Ben, says. He says, man, Dr. Ryan, he's anal about making sure everything is just right. And, Brian, by the way, Brian, you position yourself financially where you and your wife, you guys can buy all the expensive stuff, but you position yourself with this company. Why? I mean,
because it's just smart business, man. My background is finance. I tell people this all the time. If I was really just about money, I would be a commodities broker. I was offered the position 10 years ago and I didn't take it. And there's certain things you have to learn about life. Are you a mission-driven person or are you just a money transactional person? And I desire to be a mission-driven person. And to be honest with you, my life has been all the more blessed for it. I'm happier, wealthier, wiser. That's the way to be. And that's what I'm projecting. I'm just so proud of what this company offers because now I can, confidently, as I'm working out, remember we own a gym too with Chef Coco. So I can confidently offer these products. And I know someone who's really goal setting, they can afford it. I mean, it's just the most amazing thing that I've actually run across. So thank you, Dr. Ryan and Lisa and Nader and the whole team, Ben, everyone for getting together. Because I was thinking when you said that earlier, I'm like, yeah, you guys are like the Avengers.